left is really the way that we should go. Now, what I'm trying to tell you, you're trying to tell us nothing but mumbo jumbo. And I called you out. And you know it. I made a post. Go check my page. Bro, stop all that nonsense, bro. When you ready, if you want to talk about, I bring you on. It was, hey, I bring you on. I challenge anyone. I'm like I say, I got my pack with the Most High. That's my bond. For free. For free. That's my bond. That's my pack. Doski. Street code.
Follow a certain energy pattern to the next connector. Joshua P. Farrell pointed out in the very last section of his book, amateur German seismologists were picking up extraordinarily large, long waves, literally crawling all over their seismographs of the continent. Almost as if something or someone...
This video for the young scientists that our young men we're going to bring up here, sis.
And of course, he theorized in his speculations about the Great Pyramids
in the
utilizes precisely such longitudinal waveforms. An article in UFO News Group dated September 1997, a source said there are lines of magnetic force emanating from the South Magnetic Pole. What's strange about the North and South Poles is the way in which the magnetic lines of force move.
Right.
The magnetic lines of force originate from a pole just off the coast of Antarctica. These are the Chilean and Peruvian scientists' bases, being near or along the route of UFOs emanating from inside the Earth. Many UFOs fly directly south along South America.
7,000
now. I told that with the Antarctic. But if one draws a line from South America through the
I know they ain't us, y'all. I know they ain't us.
Through the South Pole to the South Magnetic Pole, then you get a straight line. What's interesting about this potential UFO route is that UFOs coming from inside the Earth would end up flying over the America South Pole base. However, the line of sight is such that the only places in the Antarctic where you'd stand a chance of seeing
y'all taking notes and listening. Starfair, you ain't ready, man.
Area where South American countries have their bases, and at the
Fragger Squad, Fraud Squad.
The other parts of the UFO route is somewhat offset from the commonly traveled routes, and so there's little chance of running into UFOs by accident at any other places. That would explain why the U.S. government doesn't like visitors to the South Pole base.
Well, we can't go there.
It's not that the hole is at or near the South Pole base.
What y'all get to go for? But what makes y'all so damn special? Stop right there.
Bob
Barbarino. Stop. Whoa.
Out in Antarctica.
What makes them so goddamn special? Did they get to go? They special, right? Look, peeking around. Look at her. Him and Becky. He ain't got no common sense to walk her on he supposed to be on this side. But anyway, him and Becky. What they doing out there? But can't nobody else go. That's how you know there's something special going on in these areas. The Nutshell Jackson, howdy. Howdy. Yeah, howdy. That's what they doing. The whole down dance in there. While we up there, the truckathon and all you can drink Saturday night special at the club. They planning. You know what I'm saying?
He's like this every day. Every day he's like this.
5 more minutes. I'm going to shut it down after this.
Scientists who believe that a subterranean
I wish I could stay on.
located beneath these strange
I like spending time with the family.
In the Antarctica's
Garfield, you running, chump.
Rear Admiral Richard E. Byrd
You ready for
was
this?
an American naval officer specialized in feats of exploits.
See, really, I'm going to teach y'all something else. Now, I learned this from Brother Sanchez. I don't agree with everything he say, but listen. When he says other work, see, they got ice blocks. When they got old ancient maps. When they got like this is 7 continents. But then they got these black ice, like when you go on this ship, they got ice blocks, right? But then you can get past some of these ice blocks, and there's other lands of people, other worlds. There's people there right now that might be getting blocked from these other parts. But why these ancient maps ain't here no more? Where y'all hiding them? See? Chevalier Clark, welcome to the Lions Den. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom or Shabbat Shalom, however you want to pronounce it. I ain't with all them semantics and all them. You can pronounce it this word, not, hey, this is the way to say. No, it's about information, y'all. About information. 218 and beyond. I don't like beef. I want truth. I want people to do like, hey, well, your turn. You do a video and talk to the fam. Talk to the family.
I don't find these guys. They find me.
That's what I'm about.
They find me. This dude sends me shit every day.
Out of African theory.
I ignore it.
Yeah. He told me he can't see the video, y'all. Because he blocked me. He only called me up.
Brother Alfred. Fam. Brother Alfred. Why don't you come here and drop some knowledge? No. Crazy.
Now it's my turn to speak. Put a moderator in there. See how it goes.
He's more than likely drunk.
He
is a little crazy, but he's more likely drunk.
And a pioneer in the field of aviation. He's probably the most famous account of all, considering his position. Operation High Jump was an expedition left solely under Byrd's command. It entailed a naval expedition to the Antarctic with a fleet of 5,000 U.S. military personnel and every resource he found need for. According to Byrd, who was only with his radio man in one of the planes, started to fly above Washington, where he began to experience radio loss and inaccurate compass readings. He claims to have flown over magnificent dwarf mountain ranges, different from anything he'd ever seen, with Great Lakes and rivers. He saw mammoths and UFOs surrounding his plane. According to his testimonial, the flying disc-shaped vehicles took over his controls and disrupted his radio signals. They ushered him into a city and eventually landed his plane. This is where the story gets very strange. The master of the city invites him in for a conversation. He tells him about growing concern among his people of outer Earth's activities since the use of nuclear devices. Admiral Byrd's alleged diary was published by his son years after his death. This is where the following transaction between the master and he comes from. The dark ages that will come now for your race will cover the earth like a pall, but I believe that some of your race will live through the storm. Beyond that, I cannot say. We see at a great distance.
Just so y'all know, if y'all like to talk about information like this, we got groups that cater towards, conversation like this. It's called Ancient Civilizations, Their Cultures and Beliefs. And then we got one called Fallen Angels and Nephilim. And then we got one Illuminati. They kind of tie into.
I think he invited me to Illuminati.
To this type of talk. We got groups called Melanated United Front Against World Oppression. We got Black I Stand Nation. It was created by Mark in Seattle. You know what I'm saying? They had me as a minister. I helped them build out. We got so many different angles and groups that talk about each type of different conversation. We talk about to enlighten you. It don't make no conflict of sense. And I want to keep growing and building groups like that so we don't get shut down and they try to hide this information from us. Some people are interested in it because the ones hanging around now are interested in it. So you can't, you got to keep it, like I say, open mind. Now, I'm not going to always be here to bring this type of information out. But I want to leave. This is going to be my legacy to when they do try to take me off this realm right here. This is what I'm leaving. This is my work. The groups that I help build on Facebook or the information.
His legacy. We got another internet legacy.
You ain't bringing up this type of information. Y'all not.
We're starting to notice a pattern. Internet
by
legacies.
yourself, come on here and talk to your people, your Facebook friends, share it to your groups, whatever. You go from there. I'm a knock on y'all how y'all do it, but it's different ways. And you can't say y'all only one of the true. Just like I seen I get y'all got that one group just shot out ISUPK. What's it called? Across the line, walked the line, and he was talking about his beard, the beard show. And then the one on the side, I don't even really know if he a brother or not. To me, you look like
he's familiar with G-Man. He knows who G-Man is.
That's why you're in there. And he's the main one, always quick to kind of say nigga. I see that. And I addressed you with that before, so this ain't nothing like I'm throwing. This is the truth between you and me, bro. I don't really think you one of us. Because it was a video floating around, people from Staten Island, and they ain't look nothing like, where the penny at? Where the carpet penny at? I already did that. But you always quick to try to make people like they're beneath you. I'll do that. I'll show the video here after this. The captain of the Boston ISUPK. They say he a Puerto Rican. You know, when the Taiwanese got wiped out by the Spaniards, conquistadors, killed all the men and raped the women, and made a different brand of people. But you us, it's obvious you don't even act like us, bro, because you're always coming down on our people, trying to make yourself like you bigger than us. I watched the study videos, Ak. First, shout out to you, and if you want to address it, I'm here.
Oh yeah,
evidently. Is here.
Evidently, we got some more e-lawyers out there. What can you do?
It's a new world stirring from the ruins of your race, seeking its lost and legendary treasures. And they'll be here, my son, safe in our keeping. When that time arrives, we shall come forward again to help revive.
What was that? Hold on. I gotta read Super Chat because I missed one from Jeremy Pace right after I ended. And my bad, Jeremy Pace. He was acknowledging Steve's new title as, I think, Come Jizz Captain or something like that. It's close enough. Follows from Alan Reyes. Was I too harsh on G-Man during the shit show? Well, if I was, too bad. Fuck him. There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
Extremely strange event happening in the Antarctic. Codenamed Brian S. explained how his C-130 crew encountered high strangeness from 1984 and 85 to 1987.
Oh.
The naval officer experienced and saw some very strange things down there, like a huge opening in the ice in a no-fly area when they were crossing with a medical emergency on board. Then he ferried a group of scientists who had disappeared for 2 weeks and has specifically been warned never to mention the subject again. As he put it, they looked scared. When they returned to McMurdo, their gear was isolated and they were flown back to Christchurch, New Zealand.
Does everybody take their dog over here? Like, what the fuck is in front of my window that y'all need to bring your dog to?
It's probably one of the reasons for the sudden mass evacuation of other scientists. According to Christchurch Antarctic Office,
If I stood up naked, they'd be mad or jealous.
On Antarctic research said it was not
or they might like it. I don't know.
Useful to send hundreds of scientists to Antarctica. It would be not only cost effective, but much more efficient to replace groups of scientists working in Antarctica by
I would hate to
scientific level on the line at the end of the day, y'all.
To collect Antarctic data.
About to get scientific.
A report by the Council of Managers of the National Antarctic Programs, released in 2016, supported that view. Based on both reports, the international Antarctic community agreed and started to evacuate groups of scientists working in Antarctica.
We got so much information to bring out, though.
Antarctic official statement.
I can hang with y'all on
that. A cover-up.
And commentate.
They, like the naval officer, already saw and experienced what's really going on there. What about the visits of many people to high position? Kings, a prince, a head diplomat, a couple of highly placed Germans, an admiral, an astronaut, and an Orthodox patriarch. All visited.
What they doing out there?
Something's clearly going on.
Right.
Not the least of which is that word is
Truth TV. Look it up, y'all.
Something requiring the scrutiny, or at least the presence of such people. What might it be? Secretary Kerry's visit and about
Obama,
something
went
or
there.
someone.
And I think
my bet
Bush
is on something. has been found down there.
Yeah, when they was both.
Something probably very old. Something perhaps very.
When Bush and Kerry were both going for the presidency, right? They both met up because they both skull and bones. They both met up in Antarctica. Go look it up. Jeremiah 7,000 has a good remembrance of things.
A good remembrance.
I know what I'm talking about, y'all.
Good memory.
Bush and Kerry, they cousins. One skull and bone against another skull and bone. Who's gonna be president? Remember, Kerry was a knockoff, a John Kennedy looking like. That was no. That what happened. No, look, no. Get your knockoff ass home somewhere. They represent him as a knockoff John Kennedy.
What is you talking about?
I ain't like none of them anyway. But Kennedy, hey, listen, Kennedy at least was trying to come against this fake Federal Reserve and back it up with money, with gold. You know what I'm saying? What the hell going on?
No, he is not sober at all.
Back with no kind of empowerment behind it. Some kind of, okay, well, I got these gold bars. So I got this big gold bar. This is worth $100 of these dollars. No, just per se. No, okay.
Never seen Criminal Minds.
This worth what's it? $10,000
for a loony fucking tune. He's in good shape.
How are we gonna do it?
I got to give him
that.
that.
You got to be back with something. You just can't keep printing and printing and printing and printing. So that's why they got rid of. I'm jumping around, y'all. Slash back Saturdays. Listen. Yeah, I ain't heard of slash back Saturday, but listen, that's what it is. That's what Gaddafi. You gotta go. You try to get all the African nations to come behind you on your dinero. What? Gold bar? What? To buy oil? What? Oh, hell no. Obama. Democrats. Obama. No one's watching y'all talk about it. We get ready to vote and all that. Obama. You're Democrats. So now I'm jumping around. Because these folks that are floating around in these areas doing stuff. They don't like me on the program telling y'all this because you ain't supposed to know. Yeah, we're going to vote for Hillary Clinton, for Democrats, and Trump's the bad guy. They're all bad guys. What I can say about that damn Donald Trump, at least he do his own thing. Everybody doing like this. Look, Donald Trump doing like this. Everybody doing like this. Donald Trump's doing like this. He is a different. He's not really. I don't think he connected to that bloodline. He got in there by default some way. Some way that demon that he prayed to, that demigod, got his ass in there. Remember, Hitler started acting like this, doing this. The president. Well, shit, we can't get her in front of the damn nation. Shit, look at it. The clone ain't even acting right. What the hell?
The clone?
You in?
The clone?
Look, they don't even want to be shaking Donald hand. Nobody. He's not part of their bloodline. He's a different type of character. So, look, if y'all remember, before, Donald was hanging with the brothers. Look, the Democrats, man, come on, man. All this shit ain't, man, come on. Y'all got to wake up from these. That's a shout out to the church, folks. Y'all got to wake up from all that. We're Democrats.
I was waiting for somebody to notice his smoke alarm in the background.
Let's go. Yeah. They flipped it. Come on, y'all. Get with the program. Yahid Ben David. Shabbat Shalom. Let's get back to it. It's almost over in 30 seconds. I'm on.
And something perhaps indicating a someone else. Whether from here
for these, it's your people.
Perhaps.
It's all you.
All right. See? You learned it today. That's enough of that. Some of this information.
Move your ass. I want to see your ass move.
Very important that
I had some and one shorts just like this back when I was in high school. I don't know what happened to my and one shorts. Okay. Everybody had some.
One more and I'm gone, y'all.
Back when the and one mixtapes came out, I had some shorts.
He knows exactly what's going on.
I miss them.
That's what they're telling us, y'all.
They're comfortable.
All right? There's no set format when you come on the Lions Den show. No. My mind clicking all different directions. I close my eyes, I'm all over in different places and worlds. if I can close my eyes and type, I'll still be able to connect to y'all.
May find use for that.
For real. Okay.
What the fuck you watching, man?
Allows you to reach customers you didn't know you had. I've been able to hone in.
Buy black, stay black.
It was super
Okay.
Keep the dollar circulating in the black community. 18, 16, 40, 67 times before you leave. That's what this commercial break is brought to you about. Not this bullshit.
I don't know if anybody should be agreeing with you, my man.
FEMA situation yesterday.
One more, and I'm done, y'all. I promise.
They try to call us conspiracy
That's it. I
theorists.
gotta do after this.
They try to debunk the world. They try to call us conspiracy theorists, but end up getting debunked themselves.
Where's your super? Did you do a super chat, Mo?
These kids were
Did I miss it?
Right.
with under new, basically standpoints and basically their new policies that the senator aligned yesterday. And I seen some people saying that, look at his hands.
Oh, there it is. Damn, I did miss it. From Mo, I saw a YouTube video. First, I went to the library. Aren't older people like D-Roy and this guy old enough to know better? No. No.
A lot of these people want to expose stuff. Here's the thing. They know that they're being trouble. They're being allowed to fly. Regardless of what they're going to forget them. It's about us down here. We'll see all this stuff. It's about 800 locations. The article is reporting right here. I'm going to show you. You know, and this one came out in March 2018. So goes down and tells you a long list of martial laws implemented. And I'm going to put the link to this article below so you can go check it out yourself in detail. Maybe you've already seen it, maybe you haven't. But
This guy is Judah. He's a bit older than me, actually. I think he's in his early 40s.
Behind those doors inside that Walmart are apparently many hundreds of children. I don't know how many. Okay. So if we went here at the door,
I love the FEMA camp shit. I love it.
The Illuminati, the resistance against the New World Order group.
I've actually been to a FEMA camp.
For this type of information. Yeah, we do. Lions Den represent. Brother Garfield, thank you for kicking me out of your group. You inspired me to create my own groups and to build administrators up to help get our real platform out. Real talk.
I'm guessing that's not what's happening.
I just get you the notion to understand that out of all these locations, so much things are happening. So much things are transpiring.
That's where I got the injection for the gay. That is right.
Walmart that was exposed in Texas.
I see that.
More and more kids are all along in those areas as well. Where they try to implement their policies to take away people's kids. And they even want you to say
GPS.
They want people to conform or listen to their kids. With a lot of the laws in UK and stuff like that. And they're trying to bring it to America. It's like, if your kid is gay or something like that, and you go against what the kids say, you can be put in jail. It's really
whoa. See? Whoa.
He's very homophobic, by the way. Very homophobic. Really homophobic.
I hope I didn't misunderstand this, brother. But I just want to let y'all know there's disclosure. If your kid gay and homosexual in the home, as long as you living in my household, that ain't finna ride. You might be missing some teeth. I'm serious. I don't know. Whatever he got to flip, I listen. I always listen when we watch stuff.
Told you.
See, I didn't.
I knew that. I've not watched this. I've talked to him before. Really homophobic, like virulent.
I you freestyle. So I'm just letting y'all know right here. I don't know what he's talking about on that part. Let's keep going.
Almost. This is a backwards, upside down.
Our Bible Hebrew Israelites, we don't do that. We don't do that.
Break through the bounds that they're trying to unleash.
The healing body. We don't do that.
Honestly, as people want to stand up, people love life, love nature, want to see kids healthy, want to see kids doing good, want to see people doing good, and a big group functionality. We're not sucking off the life force like vampire demons basically do.
Right.
So this is what it's about. And every day I'm trying to get up and do my best to expose as much as we can, but just exposing sometimes if you gotta do stuff, because exposing is not enough sometimes as we edge towards a lot more in society today.
Right.
Maybe, Pew.
You gotta assemble.
Maybe.
You gotta assemble.
You better put that in quotes next time, Pew. I'm watching you.
Let's see. Yeah, you know, I'm attached to my community. And
That's how you're supposed to be. Supposed to be.
Positivity out in the world today. Because we could be doing so much more.
Y'all listen?
But like I said, exposing and stuff and just being positive, that's good. That's one thing. But we gotta do more than that.
Okay.
We gotta do more than that.
We gotta get out here. Assemble.
Let's just say, be aware, know what's happening.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do about it? We're not saying inciting or trying to violent uprising. We're just saying, like, what are you gonna do about it? It could be peaceful. It could be praying. It can be.
I'm not for a violent uprising. That's just me. I'm not Turner.
Like they want you to cause.
I got a right to say that. Yeah, I'm not Turner. That's what the United States is built on uprisings. Remember that. They uprised against the British Empire. So, be young. Let's keep going.
I see you, Pew.
Let's keep going, y'all.
We have not heard Donald Trump say anything too much about.
We got every right to uprise if we feel like they tyrants. Yes, we do.
And I just feel like they're really not trying to rebuild Puerto Rico at all. You know, most of the hurricanes hit big cities like us over here.
Well, you know what? They ain't trying to build. They ain't trying to rebuild all the cities here right now. So, I mean, come on, man. All right, so we finna skip this. We keep going. I mean, come on. See, that's our problem. I'm serious. We always worried about everybody else. What's going on here in Detroit? East St. Louis. Gary, Indiana. Chicago. Memphis, Tennessee. Jackson, Mississippi. Oklahoma. Nebraska. Abroad, right here where we at. California. Harlem. Boise, Idaho, wherever the brother's at. You see what I'm saying? Our heart spread out too much. We need to take some of back that heart in and consume it in towards more of our struggle and more of the house of Judah. The house of Judah got to heal first before we can lead the nations.
The nations.
We're gonna finish. You got 2 minutes left. Let's see.
So they build us up real quick. They make sure they get
June
all
7th,
the
2018.
running. Yeah.
Let's do
They
something.
didn't do that for Puerto Rico, did they? Bro, let Puerto Rico get targeted. And let it be decimated. That's
Oh, maybe I'm wrong for saying not Puerto Rico. Maybe I apologize, y'all. That's wrong for me saying that. But this is my perfect example of people who look like me, who heart cry out more to others than their own self-preservation. That's the part I don't like. But I understand where you can. That's our people. That's how we are. But it's time to stop doing that because it's the house of Judah versus the world and the rest of Israel. And until you recognize that, we're going to be at this stagnant state of confusion like this cat right here, Dane Calloway. They say slavery happened in reverse.
Yeah, Sammy, yeah.
Happened. You know, look.
Sammy, this is one of your people,
they
man.
Said that, well, Utah, look, the promised land is in Utah. That's a Mormon-like type of literature. Mormon-lights. We got a new threat on the rise of Israel. They call Mormon-lights. And until they can prove to me, and the Mormons said, the Mormons is what type the Latinos and the Native Americans, that they are Israel. And they teach that we are the dogs and the Canaanites of this earth. Negroes. Do your research, do your study. So this is the level and the angles that they're coming from. They're coming from different ways, but they're all working together. So I don't want to love the world. I want to love Judah first. The house of Judah first. Then we can love the world, maybe. What we supposed to. But we the light. And we gotta wake up. We gotta preserve ourselves first. To even leave. But it don't make no sense. I'm just talking to the wall, ain't it? That's what I'm doing.
Wiped out. Another part of the population. Big part of it.
Great people helped us, and it was great. Families in Texas and Louisiana, the U.S. Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, Florida, South Carolina, Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, they were all affected. Hard to believe. And on tribal lands where the hit was catastrophic, and the storms were historic in their severity. But in the wake of such tragedy, we also witnessed the resilience of the American people and the professionalism, talent, and devotion of the men and women of FEMA. Good group, right? Great group. And that's a great group of people.
Yeah, great group of people, but there was also a big massive sweep that was in Houston. Everybody heard about it. It was going across independent media, yet Trump doesn't address that. Yet Trump also doesn't address the rebuilding of.
Remember Katrina? When the real Kanye West said what he said, that's when they replaced his ass. Y'all didn't catch on to that? The real Kanye West told Bush, he said he don't care about blacks. I think after that he got replaced. That's my
sure, Javier. You're quoting.
We talking about cloning though, this.
Right? Yeah. I told look.
They might not be cloning, but they got artificial synthetic human beings around here. Okay? Synthetics. That's run by handlers. The handlers got to control them. Okay?
I learned today everybody in Puerto Rico. And like I said, I knew what was directly going on because I actually was talking to somebody there at the time in a personal state as a relationship. But Trump did not address that. He talked with things.
Y'all ain't seen shit yet.
He got to do something. He's not, right? Child services, all this stuff, people paying the counts.
Listen.
Do something about that? No, because he's a part of the game plan.
Illuminati, the resistance against the NWO. I mean, the New World Order. Check our group out on Facebook. We got that. We talk about stuff like that. We charge genocide. 10,000 strong. We got that. We got a group like that too. We charge genocide. The Underground Railroad. We got that. We got groups like that. The Lions did cover our bases. I'm trying to tell y'all. So, Brother Garfield, man, you weak, bro. Come on, you can't see. Yeah, because you block. You run your mouth, you call me out, but you block. All right, man.
Block a Zulu.
I'm at the end of this. Some of this,
what's his name?
One day.
Jeremiah King Judah. You got like 8 fucking Facebooks.
Yeah, that's what I mean one day. Yeah, shit. Some of y'all gonna choke. Hey, I don't want nobody to choke. I love y'all. What is this new ancient artifact? Hey, okay.
See if that link works.
Man, I don't know if y'all ready for all this. New Nephilim documentary. Oh, y'all ready for this? All right, one more. I got one more. I got. Look, after 3 hours and 59 minutes, they kick you out the air. I took it to the limit. I was gonna do a live dead marathon. Hey, if the Jeremiah do $7,000, you got to go. I said, I'll be there. So I took it to the limit, y'all. Hey, family, I showed it a lie. I took it to the limit. Let's see, I don't support this. I support the audience, though. Let's go. You see that talking shit? Excuse my mind, let's see one more, y'all. It's 30 minutes, and then I'm done. All right, y'all.
You were supposed to be done 30 minutes ago.
Let's share this, y'all. Wait, at the 18th, I get to bring people back on. Look at the sun coming out. That's the light. Look. Hey, I smile for the light. Who is that coming on? Hey, Martin Roman, welcome to the awakening. Lisa Daniels, come on in. Watch this, y'all.
I'm gonna set the hell up.
Y'all don't know. Y'all have no idea. This dude sends me voice clips from this shit in the middle of the fucking day. I got like 6 of them I've not listened to. And some of them are wild.
TV is the truth.
The Watchers,
This don't wake us up, y'all.
or the Shining One,
Uh-oh.
whichever name you prefer, must be the most mysterious group to ever present.
What the hell? I'm
itself
still
on
trying to
screen.
figure out. This is a Black Hebrew Israelite
This group
that I'm
is-
friends with
is
on
hard to
Facebook.
debate.
Because I was in a group of
There's
people
some sort
that
of
were talking
tangible elements to them.
about
There's some sort of a
like debates.
supernatural
It's like
element to
comedic
them.
and Black Hebrew
There is
Israelite shit.
undoubtedly
And
some
so they're all in
historical
there.
element
They're very
Right.
insular.
as this puzzling group
So,
appears all
This guy
over
is
the world,
very extroverted.
affecting nearly every ancient culture.
Every ancient
Their
culture.
names may
Brother
change,
Garfield.
their descriptions are
Do you understand that?
rapid, but the attributes of the Nephilim are all
Is it great? Yes.
the same qualities.
Same quality.
In some cases, they're almost identical.
Everybody
This
ain't
is
lying.
actually a
The story of
tame
the
one.
Nephilim,
There's
Everybody
ones
ain't lying.
where he's shaking
Or
that
the Shining
shillelagh or
One.
whatever it is,
Everyone
and he's threatening
on
people,
an
and he's
unprejudiced
getting
journey.
He
rowdy.
says mommy and daddy's
There
I
are
mean,
shot.
bad.
texts, religious, ancient clay tablets, and references across so many cultures.
There's a few people in chat who are more familiar with this guy because I found him through
It's more like hedging a bet.
Shammy in the
The
chat
only
and a
thing
few
we
other
can say for
guys.
sure
That's
is
how I
the
ran
Watchers
across
have
him. But
seriously affected
I was talking to
all
other
mankind,
folks, and this
all
guy
in the ancient
like latched on to me, and I was like, man, look.
Let us know who the Nephilim
I ended up
Watchers
finding
are,
one of
and
G-Man's
why
old running
humanity
buddies
was so
because
affected.
we were talking about something, and this fucker comes out of nowhere,
Were the
he's yelling
Nephilim
and shit.
fallen angels, or were they the offspring of fallen angels?
Let's get it.
Were they entirely human or supernatural?
Let's talk about it.
Almost any direction of discussion about the Nephilim will be rife with controversy, excitement, and confusion.
Right.
The first appearance of the Watchers occur in Sumer. Shumer, as it was called, literally means the land of the Watchers.
Now look at that. Look how
The
big that
American
dude
author,
is.
Zechariah Sitchin,
Look.
interpreted them as alien beings.
See that?
The individual task is to circle the earth from above, monitoring events below. For Sitchin, the Watchers were
You already
not a
know,
race
Larry.
or a species.
So I'm gonna do
They were
that.
merely called that as their job title.
The fuck is
A
he talking?
group of these Watchers had abandoned their post, landed on Earth.
They ain't ready.
Those who did land either mated or genetically altered
Look
mankind,
at that. Look at
producing
his
offspring.
wife. Look at, I don't know what they
In this
carrying.
narrative,
I think it's
mankind
DNA.
adored the Watchers as if they were gods.
Look.
Carl Sagan, the famed astrophysicist,
Astrophysics gives information coming out to y'all today, y'all.
often
Not playing
reported
with
about the
y'all.
origins of the Sumerian culture and
Not
lack
playing.
of perspective we have on them.
Look.
Their language is foreign. It shows no resemblance to Indo-European, Semitic, or any other language. We can only map them by the actions of their successors, the Akkadians, who created a voluminous Sumerian-Akkadian dictionary.
Carl Sagan, the famed astrophysicist, has an unusual, profound interest in the Sumerians, often reporting about the origins of the Sumerian culture and lack of perspective we have on them. Their language is foreign. It shows no resemblance to Indo-European, Semitic, or any other language. We can only map them.
Because it's
All right,
fucking
let's go.
old.
I can read.
With respect to other cultures, the Chaldeans referred to the Watchers as ear. The Egyptian word neter literally means watcher. It should come as no surprise as there's a litany of links between biblical and Sumerian accounts as they appear in the Bible text.
Wait a minute.
Even as recently
Whoa.
as 1946,
Stop.
the Dead Sea Scrolls,
Stop.
which are
Stop. Stop right there. Brother Garfield, if the Bible is so weak and it ain't real, why everything is always correlating and come back to that book? Why ain't it coming back to the Dead Sea Scrolls or some old ancestral voodoo type of information? It never comes back to that. This book is show me a book that's more popular than this around Earth. You can't. I don't even think the Book of the Dead ranked number 2 next to it. I guarantee it, though. I guarantee it, though. I bet you. I bet you it ain't number 2. That's all I gotta say. So, bro, you talking about you can't see this? You don't want to see this. Yeah, you getting called out today, chunk. You getting called out. A liar. What did he say? He still can't see? That's what he said, didn't he? I know he did. James, As a lot. It's a chop up session up here in the Lions Den on the Shabbat. We're chilling on the Sabbath. We're chilling on the Sabbath. Hey!
Jewish religious, mostly Hebrew, manuscripts found in the Qumran caves in the West Bank had verified the biblical accounts of the Watchers. The Watchers make several appearances in the Bible. In Genesis 6:1-4, they're listed as the sons of gods who fell for the earthly women, descended from heaven, chose women, and had children. This is where the alternative
receipts.
Names, the fallen ones.
They call these receipts.
They were also described
in
2018.
Part of his exercise.
Fathers is never
Receipts.
stipulated.
They call these
The Bible refers
receipts.
to the Watchers or Grigori as evil ones,
Yeah,
describing them as the ones who fell from heaven
right.
and who couldn't control themselves, being weak for the flesh of women.
Woo! Hey, them pretty black women. Ow!
Though the
Hey.
versus
Hey.
narrative has been sanitized or toned
You gotta
down.
control yourself though now.
Two angels
Get you one and control yourself.
and
Never
others,
happen.
when watching the actions of mankind,
Watch it.
note that mankind seems to be unable to escape sin or temptation. The negative comments made by the angels or watchers are heard by God. He tells them not to speak of mankind in such a manner. If the angels were placed in the same shoes, similar behavior might occur. Harut and Marut take this to be a literal invitation from God.
Chilling on the
Sabbath.
Sabbath.
God makes his demands. They must not fall from the greatest of sins.
I seen you chilling on the Sabbath live the other day.
Other deities,
When it
not
first started.
become inebriated
Kicked
and
up.
not indulge in fornication. As soon as the angels arrive, they immediately do all of this as they fall in love with the beauty of earth and become sinners. An innocent bystander observes them fornicating, and they smother him so no one can report their sin.
Y'all listening?
God's eye, or all-seeing eye, is omnipresent, and he makes sure that the watchers in heaven, the other watchers, witness all their crimes.
The other watchers.
The two angels are thus punished.
This
In
is
Babylon,
where y'all
being
understand.
hung upside down in
Whoa.
water bowl, a punishment preferred over hell.
You notice out of all these other deities and small G guys that's been presented in this presentation, he say God all seen eyes over all them. Remember that. He talking about Yahuwah. See? He got control over all that. You small G's, y'all don't have a chance. You know? You don't have a chance. That's just what it is, You know? We're chilling on the Sabbath. Oh, come on, y'all. We're chilling on the Sabbath. One more time for the people. We're chilling on the... See, that's a remix.
The
Hey,
result of all
Hey.
this is the
Hey, tell that brother I'm gonna do a collaboration with him.
about his point
Tell
of view. That is the difficulties of being human. Thus, what is morality? What is right and wrong? What it is to sin? Also to teach
Zachariah
those in heaven some
Sitchin?
respect for
I heard
mankind
that name
and
before.
the challenges mankind has.
See?
The Nephilim Watchers, or the Giants, continue to dwell on Earth. It's also
Zulu in the house.
their only contribution
Zulu.
on
Zulu,
Earth was the
welcome.
creation of chaos.
Rose Bay.
Most ancient civilizations had a
Ancient
major
civilization,
fascination
brother.
with the concept of order from chaos, good from evil, for that matter. This theme was always worked into their lore, their mythology, or oral history.
Y'all are stuck here now.
Evil was the creator of
Y'all
chaos,
stuck here, by the way.
and thus the Nephilim,
Can't leave.
the Watcher's offspring, inherited
None of
their
us can
father's
leave.
fault.
It's like a train
See
wreck.
that? All right, now this commercial is being brought to you by No More Cooning. So any Moors is watching right now, I'll be free to talk to you on the 18th. I can have people back on the line then.
I can ask him what document. I have no
My
idea.
girlfriend, they gonna report me when I go in this group. I know every time I come on this group, hey, he invited me.
Probably some shit on
We'll get back to
YouTube.
it.
It's
He's-
Hey.
mentioning at this
He's
point.
big on
Man,
YouTube.
Welcome to live then, bro.
The Nephilim Watchers go by. The list is compiled from ancient cultures and texts who all refer to
Remix,
the same
yeah.
group in the same way about the same events over mankind.
We
The
got that.
Watchers, Los Vigilantes,
Like this.
Nephilim, the Elohim,
See?
the Anunnaki,
Listen.
Igigi,
Igigi.
Archon.
Oh, whoa.
What did they deny?
That's too fast.
Giants.
Stop. That's too fast to go back. And let's go by this. And everybody get your kids down. Right? Y'all got your paper and pen out. I mean, now I ain't saying I'm a teacher, but we still learning on the side, on the Shabbat. Now look, we got the Watchers, the Malvilicus, the Benlatas, the Nephilim, the Elohim, the Anunnaki. Look, what's her name? Gigi, Zizi and Gigi, that little one little man looking thing. The one that like white girls, keep name the Wayne brothers play that. I can't think of her name. See what the Lakers do. Look, the Acherons. Now see, this is what the Boule and when you go into the college, the Alpha, the Delta, Delta, Sigma, all them, the Boule, they connect to the Acherons. That's what that's all about. See, then you got the Tuta da Namas. I never heard of that. Then you got the Egretia, the Neters. See, you see what I'm saying? All these are fallen beings. They got their ass kicked out. They ran with Satan. I'm gonna tell you what it is, what I know. That's what I read.
Agrigory. The Terror. Letters.
I'm gonna start the names over real quick. Hold up. That's important. Now y'all Shema, I pointed it out. Listen, look at them names. Here.
The Watchers.
What? The Watchers.
Los Vigilantes.
The Nephilim. The Elohim.
The Anunnaki.
Igigi.
The
Archerons.
The
Giants.
Agrigory.
Nectar. Nectars. Usher. Predators.
The Shining.
Oh, Lord.
The Davids.
The Wingmakers.
The
The
Central
race. And the fallen angels.
Often tales of serpents, forbidden knowledge, and
Playing with y'all
are
today.
woven into their encounters, or
To learn.
feature heavily in their
Look at this guy.
cultures that speak of the Nephilim Watchers.
Stop playing,
A
Brother
major
Garfield.
aspect of all accounts of the Watchers is what happens to
Man,
them.
everybody in the world
God
speaking this
sends
but
us
you,
to
and
use in the
it's
form of
right here. Bam.
Many will
Whoa.
know this from the biblical
Stop.
accounts,
Stop.
although the whole
I want to touch on this.
Sumerian
I'm
accounts
sorry,
were
y'all.
broken wide
Hold
open
up.
initially
Slap
was the
it.
flood story of Sumerian
Come
Gilgamesh,
on. Slap it.
also known
Slap it. Now, I done told you several times. There's flood stories, over 2,000 flood stories around the earth, and he said the floods never existed. This is what people listen to. The Dagger Squad, the Amon Squad, the God Killer. How do you even roll with him, Brother Garfield? How is he even part of the Amon Squad when they venerate Marduk, aka Ra, but he the God Killer? Is he killing Amon Ra? Is he killing Marduk? That deity? The one that came in, is he killing Osiris? Ben when he came out of Ben the spaceship? These are real deities. These are real demigods. Just like Enoch is real. Melchizedek, mysterious people like that. Yeshua, HaMashiach. Yeah, that's real. This is real. It might be retold in different versions of history, but this is real. This happened.
Really?
Utnapishtim. The Sumerian versions, most likely the origins of the first versions of the biblical flood story, are almost.
I hope everyone's mind is full of fuck right now.
Got it right there. Tablets.
This is what I'm exposed to every day. Just little bits, though. I don't ever sit and watch it.
Homosexuals took this from us. That's not their signal. That let us know the Most High said he won't destroy us with flood anymore.
Water as the
So I hope I can say homosexuals not getting kicked off the air.
Jewish history
I don't know what the car
suggests that not all the
Weirdo.
Nephilim perished. Their account states that they lived in Israel, and the two tribes called Anakim and Rephaim were
Giants!
both considered to have descended from the Nephilim line.
There you go.
There remained a few Nephilim watchers
Y'all better
who
listen.
fought in battles, but slowly fade out over time as their numbers dwindle.
Hey, come on.
Many speculate they married.
I don't
and their
find them, they
specific
find me.
characteristics, giantism,
Right, carry
having
on.
6 toes and 6 figures, were absorbed into the genetic pool.
There you go.
The flood account pops up just
Play with
everywhere
us.
on our planet, in every ancient culture, usually in relation to the wrath of gods who saw no other way but to oppose a cataclysm.
You're going to learn today.
The notion of the Watchers,
A lie, they ain't ready, man.
Enoch accounts, fell in disrespect within the
Martin Romain, that's right.
who wanted to portray heaven as nice,
Yeah,
neat, and perfect.
let's get him.
Whereas the Watchers, all too human, it seemed.
Bizarro Nephew,
You're
yeah.
lying in the Academy of Information Education. It's for free, y'all.
Enoch, which
Free
provides
courses.
immense detail about the
Free
Watchers,
courses.
was excluded from the Bible.
Him and Nephew would probably agree on a lot.
The apocalypse of John,
Even the whole,
with
you
no
know, not
reference
having
to the
interracial
Watchers
marriage.
mating
They'd
with women
agree on that
was
too, actually.
considered more perfect.
If you didn't know that about Nephew, now you know.
How they felt about what's
In
correlated.
Daniel
They resemble
13, 17,
and
and
kind of talk close to the
23,
same
the
thing
Watchers
that the Bible
You don't
says.
believe me? Go ask him.
making
This the main
appearance in
book.
front of the king. As well as Christianity, Judaism, Islam, and the Sumerian religion,
Listen,
all having their accounts of the Nephilim Watcher age.
right.
So does Hinduism and Buddhism.
Oh, Lord.
In their
Listen,
account, a
everybody got an
group
account.
Deva.
Brother Garfield, everybody got an account of this. All these brothers, even if you ones that's saying, yeah, the Giants, they talking about man. This is one of the brother, he's saying, when the chariots come to the sky, everybody's gonna know why. We gonna get the kingdom. And my enemy's gonna pray. Then I wanna see that day. That guy right there. Now he can sing, but he needs to stick to singing sometime because he say, I can't think of his name, but he say that the fallen angels was men. Men! Men of Rion was men. There's too much archaeological evidence, too many different cultures telling you these giants and demigods that walk this earth. Stop playing with us with that false teaching. Stop playing with us. See that light shining on my face? Stop playing with us. Stop it.
It's called a sunrise.
Stop playing with us. But you a good singer. And some of your information is all right, but you take it to different levels. The scriptures don't correlate with what you're talking about, bro.
Love child between Nephew and
As
G-Man.
they are
Yeah.
understood to be a type of being that exists somewhere in the spiritual
Without all the
hierarchy
conspiracy and the
between
just
angels and
rampant
elementals.
homophobia, he's not a bad
Their work
guy.
on Earth are to serve as watcher angels. The Sanskrit writing of the Devas may very well go back as far as the Sumerian accounts.
You take away all the negative stuff about him, he's okay.
Angelology
Look, I
has
sound like
been
a Steve
embraced by
supporter.
Angel Island, look at it.
all around the world.
That's what I'm talking about.
From Sumerian accounts, the Assyrians replicated the ideologies of these angel deities in the Assyrian palace.
I don't think Cruz was this lit when
The
he was
Assyrian
younger.
wall reliefs are perhaps the most recognizable form of the Watchers' winged beings or protector spirits, even though they're 7th century BC reliefs of what the Assyrians thought the Sumerian concept was. From Sumerians, the representation spread to the Greeks, Persians, Hebrews, Hindus, and Buddhists. Angelic beings are also found in Native American culture, as well as the theologies of Islam and Christianity.
All right.
This should come as no surprise, as the roots of all these, some way or another, are sourced back to
All
Sumerian.
right, folks. That's it. All right. Hope y'all had fun. Hope y'all enjoyed that. That was I don't know what that was interesting. So hope we all learned something. And Kanye West is a clone, the Nephilim, all that shit, all that jazz. All right. I'm gonna go run to the store, making ribs and potato salad tonight. So ribs are already in the oven, and so I need to go and get stuff for the potato salad. Some of us actually can actually cook, so gotta go get shit for it. Anyway, y'all have a good ass day.